Hi guys, Cassandra here. I'm with Audio Caves Underground Sound, which will be debuting at the 88.3 Voice of the People in Little Rock. I'm also here as part of Homegrown Promotions, which is a company that I started to help businesses and artists alike get their roots and so they can grow. It's not a reference to any other remedies or medicinal, but in hindsight now I see has definitely attracted a certain type of crowd, which is fine. I mean, I'm a multi-genre type of person. I just want to be able to bring to you the latest on anything that has to do with art, really. Whether it's local or not local, it depends on where you're listening to determine whether it's local or not. Here today, I'm beginning a new series of podcasts to go along well with the actual demo that I'll be returning back to the radio station on Friday. So wish me luck. If they like me, this will also be presented on FM. Um, I do have a couple artists that I would like to give a shout out to throughout the show. I'm also recording this with the same time via Facebook Live and through a sorted program. So this is all a bunch of testing right now. And as one gets started, I do believe that it's, essential to just check out everything, see what works. In this case, this is going to be a pre-recorded show for the FM station. And that way, if the voice of the people do like what I have to say, then this may be the very first show to air. I haven't decided yet. In this case, though, it will be uploaded to the YouTube channel. Plus, you can check out Homegrown Radio and just about any other social media platform. I've got Homegrown Radio via Facebook, which can be found through Homegrown Promotions Facebook page. Then we have Instagram, which is found through my Cassandra Complex page. But hey, you know what? I mean, we're just getting started. Outside of that, we are found directly straight through Homegrown Radio via LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Reverb Nation, like all of them, just because I know what it takes, to get started. And getting started is a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort and dedication to really set yourself apart from other artists and other people doing this. I know I'm competing with a local show. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop right there. I'm not competing. I'm not competing with anybody. Exposure is exposure, and we all need as much as we can get. I really do think instead of competing, I'm working with a lot of people who already had the same idea. I think that's probably what I meant to say. Whereas working alongside, I don't know, again, probably not the best choice of words. They're doing things that I wanted to do, so I still got to do something to make this different. And with that being said, I want to promote local, quote unquote, local bands, premiere all their stuff. So if you've got something that you'd like to send, I can be reached Facebook through Cassandra Zim, Zimm, or you can find me on Instagram as Cassandra, Cassandarh. And then there's homegrown music promo at gmail.com. So if you've got something that you want to send to me, I don't prefer any specific style or any genre. Again, I'd like to be able to play it on FM radio, so I don't really want a whole lot of cuss words. I am trying to appeal to the masses, and for someone like me, that's really difficult to do. I'm cut from a different sleeve altogether. I like making up my own cliches. So, I want to right now present to you one of the very first artists that ever came out to me and asked for my assistance in the Southern California region. I want to give a shout out to Mikhail for reaching out to me way back when. This was really early on in the day, and his style of music and his personality has also influenced a lot of the stuff that I've done in the past. And he's been there since day one. One of those being a song here that I've got loaded up, ready to go. This one is called Settle Down, but it's an acoustic version. Again, my favorite way, just reach out to me. And if you've got something on YouTube, although I wish that my music quality was a little bit higher than an MP3, which means, I would so much rather be listening to a CD or something higher quality. So when it does air, it does appeal to, again, the people that are actually really listening to me from more than just their phone or their computer. Um, again, bear with me. This is still my first run at the whole podcast sort of thing. Again, it's nothing new to me. I've done this before, but this is the first time I've ever tried to do this on my own without using another company or going through another source. So I would just like to say thank you all for tuning in. You're going to be a part of history because if it was up to me, I would change the world, and I wouldn't wait. So, like I said, up next we have McHale, and this is Settle Down. Thanks again for listening. So while this plays, I just want you guys to know that I'm just playing this in the background. This isn't going to be aired on. In fact, I'll probably make quite a few cuts. And I don't know if you can hear the music or not. I'm just playing it so I know like what I'm working with. I realize listening to myself talk, I gotta watch my knows, my ums. I know this is all a wonderful experience for me, though. I I can't wait for I just can't wait. Again, I just heard Mikhail's voice, and oh man, I love my friends, I love my supporters. When this makes it, I like to use Studio One. I have Pro Tools. All my friends think they're doing me favors by telling me about Audacity, but telling you, I've got what I need. I've been doing this a while. Then I am timing all this, so I can't really stop the recording. Shout out to Caffeine Radio. Yeah, no, this is um, some Crystal Light energy stuff. So I strongly recommend it. Take 2 packs. It's like I'm awake. If the tartness doesn't wake you up, so anyway. So this one is off of a YouTube video that I pulled. It's a great video too. Great first start for Mikhail. Again, I want to be able to appeal to the masses. I want this radio show to not have any limitations. So I will be doing a crowdfunding. Let's see if I can turn this down a little bit. I will be doing a fund me for of some sort, just down the road, um, to cover licensing fees and other sponsors that I'll be gathering throughout the show. But this being the first one, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Probably could have done my makeup. Probably could have got a little bit prettier for the video, but I'm not really concerned with how I look on a test run. I mean, I'll probably upload this because this is like really special, Oh, this is my first one. I just had to wait for the house to clear out so I could have some podcast time. I really don't like the term podcast. Plus, this is more like a blog. The video blog is just out of hope that I've just got a bunch of irons and burning a bunch of things. What do they say? You got a lot of. I got a lot of something in my oven, in my fires. I'm burning shit. I'm burning shit down. Sorry, that was embarrassing. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on the time right now. This is a test run. If I upload this, it'll be a remarkable day to have recorded and put in the history. The test run. You're gonna watch the sunset in here with me. It's gonna go from like yellow to blue here really soon. Oh, I'm also recording this with my phone that just fell. Oh, that was my buddy Mikkel from Southern California. I know I just like to feature the artists that have always had their backs to mine so we could watch each other's backs. I'm sorry. I guess I just totally ruined that. Let's try this again. That was Mikhail from Southern California. I really want to just support everybody that's out there doing their thing, trying to make it happen without worrying about licensing fees, if I was to be totally honest. So, I mean, I'm sure I could premiere some great artists out there, some of my favorites, but I do want to make this show more about the people that are getting started. So that's why, again, sound quality hasn't really been anything of my concern at this point. I know further down the road, I would love to have some CDs. That would definitely bring the quality out that I'm looking for. Right now, I just like it if somebody, wants to shoot me something from YouTube. It's really easy for me to snag what I need from there and just turn it into an MP3 and go with it. And plus, I like to be able to say, you can go find Mikhail on YouTube and you can find that song plus many others. This is a multi-genre radio station. I don't want to limit myself to any one style. I know, how do I say this nicely? I'm kind of slacking in the department where I have to listen to everything and make sure that there's no cussing because I would like to premiere this on FM station, as well as the podcast, as well as the vlog, as well as my website, and it can also be found at Audio Cave's website once the media player is finished being built. I'm still working on all of that. I've been as an entrepreneur that is trying to do this with the least amount of money and also at the same time be the most rounded individual and cover all my grounds. I want to do it all by myself. And then eventually, once I've learned how to do this, I'll be able to do it for others. And that's kind of what homegrown to me stands for. As when you grow, we grow. When I grow, you grow. So I'm always open to volunteers, though, people willing to help with anything. That's website design, music videos, book covers. I mean, I do it all, and I want to support those that do it all too. It's a matter of staying busy, I think, is really crucial to our health, our whether that's our mental health or our physical health. Staying busy is really a key to not letting, the devil have his playtime with idle hands. Um, I'm the queen of destroying cliches. Like a queen shay. So you can call me. I prefer Cassandra, the mistress of mystery. But that's another show for another time. Now, I'm going to kind of mix this up. I do personally have following, as well as the follow ease that I follow. They tend to dwell more in the dark rocks, the rock genres. I do try or want to stray from the metal, heavy, heavy, heavy stuff like the death metal, and I may play it if people are showing me that they've got an interest in it. Then I have no problem, premiering my friends. I just want to make sure that every show covers the sum of the arts and not some of the arts, if that makes any sense. Um, so the next one up to me is September Sky. I'm a bassist, so I have a lot of friends that play bass, and I'd like to say that I'm friends with the bassist from September Sky. I know that they've got some stuff coming up too, some pretty big news for them as well. Let me head over there and see what that my buddy had to say about that. Let's check here. I know that Kevin from September Sky had some great things to say. Oh, that's it. They're opening for Seven Dust, and that is coming up on May 19th at the Eclectic Room in Angola, Indiana. So props to them. Props to them. I know that they've, got a new scene, I mean, a pretty decent scene there in Indianapolis. So I'm really proud for them to get out and open for someone like Seven Dust. I mean, I gotta give them some hype, man. That's great for to co-bill on something like that. Now, here we go. I want to play some Fallacy for you again. I just snagged this off of YouTube. This one being that I'm just getting started, I don't really care right now for quality. Majority of the people that are going to be listening to this as a vlog or a podcast are probably not listening in on decent speakers. However, if this does make it to FM, and you're listening to me right now on the radio, you're going to kind of wish I had some better quality stuff. And as I grow, won't we all? So again, this is September Sky, Fallacy. These guys are awesome. I love this band so much. And it's a little heavier than I intended, but that's not really, anything special for me. I'm definitely like that as a person, and I cuss, and I'm the world's worst at it. But I'm gonna listen to this song and make sure it doesn't cuss. So I'm gonna crank this shit up. What do you say? I'll be editing all this later anyway. I'm not worried about the cuss words, right? Sounds like MP3. Oh, it's so compressed. I wonder if I can show what's on my screen. Oh no, how do I turn this off? That was dumb. Oh, September Sky, man, that's such a big band for me. I love those guys so much. I was working at a record store for a while there where we sold some equipment and other things. And I just want to say, like, I asked them if they wanted, me to play some of their music at the shop, and I'd never heard them before, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was so proud of them. It just shocked me because so many local bands, I mean, as a supporter, I might not play, some of the best of the best. I'm just going to be playing up and coming. And so when it comes to the best of the best, that's when you get to deal with like BMI, ASCAP, and other people that want to just slice your neck for supporting music when you're not paying their ridiculous fees. So that's just me. I'm just venting. I'm just saying that it's, you know, why I'm also doing the vlog and some of the other things. I'm just trying to be careful not to get sued and at the same time take it, to the fullest. If there's anybody who feels, they want a shout out every time, yeah, sponsor my licensing fees. Again, let me get the performance, crap out of the way, the stuff that the legal issues, because we all got issues. Can't do a whole lot when you got problems like worrying about getting sued. Hmm. So, on that note, I'm still here. My name is Cassandra. We are 23 minutes in to my pilot station right now. Again, whether this makes it to any other platform or not is still to be, you know, done. But right now, at this exact moment, I'm about as live as you get. So eventually, as this grows and I get better at it and I find shortcuts and I do it more and more and more, it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, just like a little baby. And this is the birthday of the baby, which it seems April 17th, which I'm sure when we finally air, it would be on Friday. Um, I think when this whole thing is finally set up and I've taken my cuts out that I want and put, better quality music in, um, by the time I'm done with the pre-recording, it will be 4/18. And so that will be the birthday. So we're kind of celebrating a day early. Tomorrow will be the official day that everything will be completed because I like setting deadlines. That's the way I work. I work to the last minute and I make sure the deadlines are like really close and really hard to obtain. That way I'm really proud of myself when I do finally complete something versus just saying, I'll get around to it. No, no, I don't. If I tell you I'm going to get around to it, I'm probably not. Just being honest. Um, Again, this is Audio Caves Underground Sounds. That is the name for the FM station. That's the Audio Cave is out of Kansas City. Is a buddy of mine, Scott Martinez, has a recording studio up there and offered to be a sponsor for the FM station. version of this. And now I do have other people that are all a part of this as well. So again, I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Rick, who is uh, RFB Audio, Robert Frank Bob Audio from Nashville. And these guys are out of Nashville, and this would be my sponsor for the show that's coming up for the podcast that's done from Airtime Pro. So he's sponsoring the web version of this. So RFB Audio and Audio Caves Underground Sounds is still yet to be named as far as when we get there. We will get there and we'll have a proper name that doesn't, you know, that hasn't been used a million times since 1970. 1960. I'm sure Underground Sounds has been taken forever. So, yeah, for now, that's what we're going to call it, though, because Audio Cave is awesome, and this is underground, and that's what we do. We're here to support that underground circuit, the people that, put all their hard work and to doing their craft. Again, that is not limited to just music. I have lots of artist friends, people that paint, people that sculpt, people that do graphic design, people that write books. I mean, art is art, as art is art, art is as art does. It is not limited to whatever platform. And so, again, I do see in the future having many special guests. I would like to see this go on. Right now, I don't mind doing 1 hour once a week. I got a lot going on, and my other endeavors that I've dedicated my time to. Again, shout out to the people that I work with that have been a part of this since day one. One of those being Shay Lynn. Again, another Nashville person. Shay Lynn was one of the first people to reach out to me when I first started doing this, and it makes me really happy to present some of her music as well. Shay Lynn is an outlaw country artist that has, risen from the dust and ashes of the burning plains of Utah. I do, love Shaylin a lot. She's been a big part of my fan base, as likewise, big fan of hers as well. And man, when I'm in a country mood, there is nothing greater than the fitness of Shaylin. And I don't know why. It's not always just about who supports me and who I support, man. It's about feeling it. And when you're in the zone and you got a good song on, it doesn't matter what the genre is. And that's again why I don't want to limit myself. I mean, my favorite genres are all of them. So who am I to just make this show that's kind of about me, only about me? I'm kidding. I'm joking. This is about everybody. This is about anybody who's starting off with their own radio show or endeavor, period, with their art. And this is to me art. I have the gift of gab, and there's nothing greater than being able to help support my friends, help support my bands, help support the people that have supported me. It's just giving that love back and and being unique. And that's why this one's called Souped Up Purple Truck, because it's all about being unique. Just like having that really cool purple truck, it's gonna do it for you. That's here we go. When you're ready, I'm ready, and I'm ready. So here, let's do it. This is Shaylin, and that would be Mikkel. Media, what's this? Cannot find down the. Well, pause that. Thank y'all for. Oh, I see. It's not understanding. Again, I'll be editing all of this out. I want to just hear her cuss. Uh, okay. All right. Thank you, Shaylin. She is up for some nominations. I'd like to let's go check out her page and see what she is up to. Hey, Shaylin, how's it going? I'm happy to have the singer-songwriters part of my team, part of the beginners that really had, had it going for them. Okay, we're gonna work on turning my sounds off. We're gonna try this again. Then take two. Shout out to Shade Lynn. I'm telling you, man, it's all rock. It's all rock to me. I gotta say, thank you, music, for the therapy. Thank you, Shay Lynn, for your wonderful contribution to my radio show. I think we're gonna be doing a second take here later. Um, that I will be going Facebook Live right now. I'm just recording this into my uh, phone, I guess. So the phone, computer, going straight in. So this will all be edited. I'm gonna take a few cuts and a few takes from the best, but I would say Shaylin has been nominated for the Josie Music Awards in Dollywood, Tennessee, and for the ISSA Awards out of Atlanta, Georgia. Um, that if you would like to go vote for her, you got to get your votes in now. And so no telling when this will play, but let's see, the Josie Music Awards. I'm going to go ahead and leave this page up so I can come back to it and talk about that on the second trip, on the second run. On the second run, we will be going Facebook Live. I don't know if it's possible to do that from a computer. Let's let's see here. I like to be able, it says photo, video, news feed, but it does not appear that as far as, oh, I can go live. I can go live from my laptop. I may do that a little bit. Again, I'm kind of trying to be really secretive about this as far as coming out of the woodworks and telling everybody what I'm doing. So we may not go live until we get past the dire straits of testing. And right now, this is still testing. Um, in fact, this will probably not be broadcasted until maybe next week alone. So I'm not even trying to get this out there where everybody knows what the hell I'm doing right away. I know I'm 36 minutes in, which is great. That still gives me time to know like exactly how much I need to talk, what I need to do to get through a show and get some music out there at the same time. Right now, I have five artists that I like to present, and 6 to 7 more in case I don't have enough time or so I'm already three in. Uh, I know I've got some EDM that I like to present, maybe down the road on the next show. That's from my buddy down in New Orleans. So if I get through this 37 minutes and I notice that I've still got 22 to go, yeah, I may end this little vlog a little early and go on like a kind of a part two or a second take. Um, Again, it we're just testing stuff right now. I'm really checking to see how much I can capture on the webcam, how much I can capture on the phone, how much I can capture in my recording software, which apparently doesn't like to run at the same time as my video cam. So probably gonna have to figure out how to make that happen in the meantime so I can go live and record at the same time without having the phone down here, the the camera right here that I apparently have a hard time looking at because I'm looking down here at my laptop that apparently I also can't screenshot at this time. So yeah, any suggestions on some good YouTube stuff be great. I know I could probably just go to YouTube and work on it from there. Yeah, if I've got the time. Who has time? Ain't nobody got time for that. I do. I've got time for you. I've got time for you, my viewers, my friends, my fans, my listeners, my bands. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Another thing then, and noticing that I do have plenty of time to still spare and get through all my friends, is some poetry. I've found I've got a new poem book coming out, Cassandra's Grimoires of a Broken Heart and Dirty Mind, which to me is just a way of getting all my stuff published at one time because I do put a lot out there and I don't want anybody stealing my stuff, just like I don't want anybody stealing my friend's stuff. So if you hear something on this station that you like, just know it's all copyrighted and I will find you and I will hurt you if you mess with me or my friends and steal their music or steal my ideas. Don't steal my poetry, man. That would hurt. That would kill me inside. So that's why we're going to go ahead and get everything copyrighted and pushed out and out of the way and really, who cares? If you like it that much that you're going to take it and then you're going to make it your own, well, you know what? Notice that I've got 248 pages. That means like my stuff's really bad A. And I'm going to have to go back here to my artist page to share from here what I've got for you as far as poetry is concerned. But I think poetry is still art. It's still music. Photography is still art. The world is an amazing place. Humans are amazing, and I feel art is essential for helping people to really grow and get their mind right. It's healthy. It's a type of therapy, and I definitely support healing. And healing is just a really, really, really important one. For art, a good reason to have it. So a lot of the stuff that I write was never really intended to get out there. I found a poem the other day written in a journal. I did not expect to come out and become published, and I ended up publishing this one as well. And that one got added later, like at the very, very end, into one of the volumes that I had. That one being it's called Dear You. And the reason I'm kind of opening up to this is because it's the first poem that I found, which is ironically the last one that was put in the book. But I just want to kind of say what made this poem very special was how it could be read by anybody at that time period in my life. I think a lot of people could relate to it. And at the same time, like it also doesn't have very many cuss words. Dear you, just so we are clear, I am not a fan. I'm not anything I say I am. When I lost everything, then I finally began to see who I truly am. I don't think I can take that gig. I don't want their money or anyone else's anything. I have all I need, nothing to give, not even sure at this point what any of this means. I have my music, been writing it all day. Then I watched you play from a distance today, and I thought I could even give that away just to touch your lips, your hips, your legs, just to brush my hair across your face, just one more kiss, just one sweet embrace. Nothing else would give me more pleasure or pain. What else could I possibly say? Tomorrow I embark on a real trip at last. Gonna load up the boat as the sun sets and just try to grasp why right now I have finally lost everything. Even the fabric of reality has been stripped away. I'm ready to see what the universe truly has to say. I gotta wipe the webs from my withered eye, and today I finally can answer why you are here right now in some portion of my life. I've been busy refusing to identify with the letter I and all that comes with that part of being enlightened. The path to enlightenment is physically painful, and when I see your face, my heart actually hurts. But I learned something right before they almost put me in a hearse. The about not loving anyone. It's all about complete and unconditional love. But right now, it's all completely conditional. Always let down and then inevitably let go. But I never cried about any love after I lost you. I was beaten up with broken bones, bought just to be resold, even ran over by a car. Didn't compare to the pain of not having you to hold. But all this is referred to as attachment. And a week before I almost died, I did a very powerful chant. A guru appeared on a lotus above me and asked me if I was ready for a second chance. Ascension is what I thought he referenced. Finally, I left my body that night and had no idea I was in a ditch. I saw the ways I messed up and all that I've missed. I saw every inch of my being ripped from my skin, and then he dropped me back down to the earth again. When I was returned, I was completely lost. I walked for hours in Springfield thinking east was west, and walked the wrong way forever because everything was crisscrossed. I was covered in blood, and I begged a friend to let me in. Then just laid on the floor next to him. Didn't want anything to do with him, though he did offer his bed. I just lay there, still lost in my head. Walked out like a zombie and finally made it home and didn't leave until days later. Derek invited me to a show. My boyfriend probably left me for another girl, I'm sure, and I never would have seen you again if these events hadn't unfurled. So, what was happening this whole time is the world preparing itself for my new view. You had to send me those letters to confirm all I knew, or rather, all that I made come true. I've only stepped out of my body once before. I don't know how long I had been crying or what for, but I had to leave my body to get over you. What if I didn't almost die last week? Well, then I was reborn. Like I returned back to my body to finish the original scheme. Like the last 12 years was more like a dream, like a coma where I woke up a little bit older and mean. I get it now. You've always been a part of God's plan for me, but only you could be the one to tell me. I never listened to anyone truly, but I can close my eyes and you could show me anything. My Savior, you've always been. Just sometimes Savior can mean different things. I joke about devils and gods and shit in between. There is no good or bad. All I know is what you did to me. Beep. Wow. Still got a cuss word out of that one. Gonna have to go back and bleep that out. So, on that note, didn't mean to do that. I've got a song here that I need to also edit called Unrequited. 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 I have a song here called Unrequited. Unrequited by my buddy at Spider Web Mind. Actually, this is a really close partner of mine working together with Delta Dwellers Music Collective. Me and Dr. Scoob Esquire. He is also a big inspiration in my life. We've worked together on many events and many radio show, especially still shout out to Caffeine Radio up in Vegas, the people that really got this started and got me motivated. Um, hence the word Caffeine Radio. I've got a song here that I would like to play right now by my buddy Spiderweb Mind. Again, close personal partner of mine. I look forward to being able to air him on the podcast and the radio cast. This is a close one to me as well, so I'm going to go ahead and play this one for you. And again, my name is Cassandra. This is Audio Caves Underground Sounds. And thank you for listening. 88.3 FM. This is the first time I've actually heard this. In fact, it's actually the first time I've listened to a lot of these. This is a short song, so that's good to know. So that 49 minutes right now. All right, guys. Yeah, that was a one from a close friend. Oh, I better work on this. Let's try this again. I can't be having this autoplay like that. All right. That was my buddy at Spiderweb Mind. And thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, he's out of Pine Bluff, again, where I've got a lot of close associates down in the Pine Bluff, Arkansas area. So even though this is a local show promoting local artists, that is a quote unquote local. Local to me means up and coming, underground, hence the name Underground Sounds. That one was a good close buddy of mine. We worked together on a lot of radio projects. So again, shout out to the people that have been a part of this since day one. It's been much appreciated to have the support and the friends back me up. Again, having the gift of gab has pretty much been what has driven me here to this point, and having a dream to not want to stop has also been the deciding factor. That you know, if the devil's playground is an idle hand, then I don't know what a busy hand does, huh? All right. Just gonna stray away from that topic altogether. So, especially while I'm in here recording videos. You don't want to know what I'm doing with my hands. All right. Little TMI. Poof. Abracadabra. I'm just twiddling my thumbs, really. I'm not doing anything at all with my hands. It's sitting here waiting to get through this. And I'm excited to have y'all here with me right now. Again, just kind of keeping an eye on the time, going through what I need to. This being the first test run. I'm going to get off here in a little bit. We're going to go listen back, see what all clips I can use and steal and copy and paste. And if everything works out, then I'll have a pretty decent show. So here we go. Wishing that everything works out. That's for everybody. Everybody that's been a big help to making this happen. Audio Cave recording out in Kansas City, Kansas. We got RFB Audio out of Nashville. Don't forget where I started from. That's Arise Studios here in Conway, Arkansas, where I'm recording right now. We also have people like Shaylin, like I said, from Nashville, that we played some of her music earlier. Mikkel from LA played some of his music earlier. September Sky from Indianapolis. Unrequited, again, Spiderweb Mine, from Pine Bluff. I have one more song that I'd like to present to you, and then we're gonna, work on some intros and outros for the radio show. Get some other things that I've got to do squared away. But that one being another band, they haven't really been here from the beginning. They are just another, what I would like to call a local band. I had a very hard time getting this band, Core Rozic, to play here in Little Rock because nobody had heard of them. I know I would like to feature some live music as well, but at this time, that's still a little crisscrossing into other realms of the licensing department that I don't want to worry about right now. You know, Core Rozic is out of New York City. He likes to be known as the Bastard Child. I know he's about to go on tour and has a lot of stuff coming up as well. So props to them. They came to Little Rock just to visit me, and I want to say, wow, I'm really thankful to have them, supporting me as well. And so, of course, I'm going to throw the props right back out at them. Now, of course, there was a band that was here from the very beginning, and now that I think about it, that being Troy, aka the reality of yourself. I know I need to turn off my notifications so that that doesn't happen again. Yeah, yeah. I knew Patrick would tell me to be quiet on the Facebook Live idea. So, yeah, we probably will not be doing a whole lot on Facebook Live until I can present this in its entirety. But I do appreciate you, Patrick, for chiming in on that. Of course, Patrick has got his own studio up there in Des Moines. Well, no, I take that back. Iowa. And he's told me before where he's at. I'll have to figure out. Where he's from, present some of his music as well for in the future. So how exciting. So many things on the horizon, so many things coming up. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. This being the pilot of the pilot kind of makes this a really odd first run, but hey, the next one that I do is going to be better, and then the one after that is going to be even better. So stay tuned in, and stay tuned on to what the universe has to say. It is calling. Again, thank you guys. I'll be closing out with some Core Rozic. And this song is called, let's find out. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. This is Mistress by Core Rozic. You guys rock. 5 minutes and 38 seconds on this song, and it's 55:32. Perfect timing. This is going to end at 1 hour, like on the dot. Again, I got to give this one a listen, making sure that there isn't anything that I need to edit out. Thank you all for joining me. Yeah, we're gonna bring some Troy in. Message Cord right now and see what Cord has to say about being on my show. All right. Well, let's see if Cord from Troy, which is the reality of yourself. Let's see what Troy has to say about all this. But I'm at 59 minutes. So I know I've kind of got a few extra seconds that I have. Let's turn this down. I know I got a few extra seconds now to not have to worry about. So it looks like I'm gonna be able to make that 1 hour cut. All right. So the demo of the demo is done. Oh, yo. All right. This one being the first one, I'm gonna do this one more time, a little bit more effort after I take a break. So I want to say thank you all for tuning in. Much love to those that have my support and vice versa. Thank you guys. You have a blessed evening and enjoy the show. Peace. We are on borrowed time. 1 hour and 22. And at 1 hour and 36 over here.